Hello, this is Excel tricks number 20. In this video, I explain how to delete the rows based on selection. Yesterday, I showed you how to highlight the rows that you selected by certain criteria, and this video will further explain to you how you can delete those rows by the selection. Why I don't use this module to delete directly? Because this one depends on the find objects, and if I delete the row, then the find object will be removed. So in running, that will be some problem in the logic. Maybe some people can do it, but I can't, and so I use a separate subroutine to do so after the selection. Now, come back to the Excel, and suppose that your boss don't want to show the rows that with unknown manufacturing. Okay, that is these are manufactured in Turkey, in Iceland, in China, but some items from the European Commission report that it's unknown, and suppose we don't want to have them. The first step is to highlight them first, and I use the VBA that I shown yesterday, and now change the keyword to unknown, and let's run it. Highlight risk. So that's a problem. Yeah, maybe this is not a good example because it highlighted too much. Maybe that happens somewhere with the word unknown also. Yeah, maybe somewhere with that word unknown. That's not a good example. I remove it. Okay. Okay, just for argument's sake, I will remove all items that made from India, for example. Okay, so let's run it. Highlight it. So all the rows that from India will be highlighted. Okay, maybe not so many, only one item, but just for so it's also not too good. Okay, there's some manufacturing. For example, I use China then. Okay, let's run it. So all the items that with China are highlighted, and I'm going to remove them. Okay. Then I remove it. One item remaining, so you can do it twice. Okay, so all the items are removed. They're highlighted. Now I can explain to you the logic of this subroutine. First, I would use rather than the find objects, I will use the cell objects one by one and check whether the yellow is highlighted. Okay, let's go. This way it's easier to see. My initial cell was defined at A4. A4 starts from here. And the next line is about a status bar. It's just for information because if you have 1,000 rows that you may take some times, and so it's better to have a status bar that inform the user that what the program is going to do is removing the lines. Okay. And when you use this kind of status bar, you have to reset it. Otherwise, this line will be there forever, and it's also not very good. Now my logic is that this check cell starts from A4 and it would, okay, the offset 1, it means offset one row below, and it means it will go one row after another until what? Until that equal to a null string. That will say until it become a something like this. Okay, then it will end. As I mentioned earlier, there's also a very important loop out condition. You must define, otherwise it would be endless loop. So we go one by one and then until to the end, where the cell here it become a blank cell, and then they will stop. Okay. Now that is the condition to remove. If the check cell interior cell equals yellow, let's say if suppose that here is yellow, no, I had something wrong with my shortcut. But anyway, what I mean is the highlight is yellow. Okay. Fill. Okay. Suppose it is yellow, then we have the entire row delete. This is also an important word. If you forget this, then you have to delete only the single cell. But that entire row, that means the whole row will be here will be deleted. Okay. The whole row will be deleted. Then it's also very important when you delete the row, then automatically the check cell will be at the active cell. So you don't need to go one step further to go down. It's not necessary. Okay. But if that is not yellow, you're not going to delete them, then you have to do it with this step to go down one row. Okay. When I initially made this program, I forgot about it, and I have delete this one, and then I go one step further, and then I will have a lot of mistakes not being deleted. So this is one of the very important concept in this subroutine, that you don't have to offset one row below if that is for this condition here for deletion of the row. Okay, so suppose that you have only 20 or 30 rows, and of course using VBA is not a urgent need for you, because it can do it simply by highlighting, and then you can just delete them and then highlight them and whatever. Then you can do yourself. Okay, doing manually delete whatever. Okay, so it doesn't take much time. But if you have, suppose you have 1,000 rows below, and you have 10 tabs here, and you do it every day, then I think VBA can help you very much, and VBA can complete it maybe within a few minutes, rather than doing manually for several hours per day. Okay, thank you for listening, and I hope to share with you the next trick or tips tomorrow, and then after tomorrow I have to work, and then we have to do it again the next week. Have a nice day. Bye.